about driving in the rain. I guess it wasn't really, I guess it wasn't a literal meaning. It was more of just like, okay, everything that we face is like a storm, and we have to get through that storm. And so I love doing that video for you. It was amazing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So first off, let's just start off with an introduction. So this is Miss April Slaughter.
Yes, ma'am.
We met on Clubhouse. This is the
We
power of
did.
networking, right? This is the
Right.
power of networking because we met in the room, in Rob's room, and um, he is he's just an amazing networking genius.
Right.
Like, there's no other way to put that. He's just an amazing networking genius. And why I can't think of the name of his room right now. I'm like, oh, what's the name of it? It's the name of his club is the Women CEO Network. Women
Yes, I
CEO
think that's
Network.
right.
Like
Yes.
that. I'm like, I'm gonna check it just to make sure because I want to make sure he gets his credit because he is amazing. Um, but we met in the room and Rob always makes sure that whoever is in the room, that you are doing just that. Networking in Clubhouse.
Right.
It is networking with a purpose. And he believes that you should meet at least 2 people a day.
Right.
so,
Mhm.
so I'm like, okay, I'm trying to, just incorporate that, into that's one thing with fear, right? We're trying to step outside of our comfort zones and, you know, do more and be more what we're called to do upon purpose, right?
Right. Right.
So it's your girl, Michelle Franklin. This is what I do. A community builder just means that I connect people, I connect things, I bring information, necessary information that is needed to the community. That's what I love doing. Like, that's who I am to the core of me. And so it is fitting that me and Miss April Slaughter met, and I was just talking to her. I was saying, hey, I have this concept and I want to bring it to life. And she was like, I can help you with that. And so
Yes.
we're going to premiere her project, what she did for me, after we talk a little bit. But just to get into, how did you even start, April? How did you even start? Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you even get started?
Just bringing visions to life. And so um, I just wanted to kind of turn this into a career. I actually had a couple of different things that I've kind of, I guess, put my hands in. So yeah, I just basically I'm really good at organizing and just coming up with ideas. And so I was like, I can help others, like, because a lot of people don't, like, they have a vision, but they don't know how to bring it to life. And so
Yes.
I feel like I have that kind of expertise.
Yes.
I'm really good at researching and just finding different ways to incorporate different, like with the video, that was something that, you had your vision, you just wasn't sure how you wanted to go about it. So that's where I come in with just pretty much bringing, I guess, your project to life. So I've been doing administrative work for about 7 years now. And so I've been in customer service for about 10 years, and I kind of just wanted to put all of that together and work for myself. I don't like working for other people. I've had some bad um, interactions, I guess, with businesses and, bigger corporations. They don't really care about you as a person and your ideas and what you bring to the table. And I felt like I was kind of being held back. So I'm super excited that I had enough courage to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this on my own and really not do it on my own, because I do have a team, and we all work together to get everything done. But just having my brains to just bring it all together, because a lot of people, again, they just don't know how to, um, I guess, do a lot of things. And so that's pretty much, I really don't have a big story behind why I do what I do. I just enjoy doing it. So
You know what though? I think that's enough. I think that's enough to inspire, somebody, because somebody is out there like, man, not really wanting to go to work for somebody else, but has, a purpose and has a gift
right,
inside of them. I think, we don't recognize our gifts. We just think, oh, oh, how could I work that? And who would care about this? Or,
right,
how could I even make this where I can make it an income for me, a sustainable income, or for a living? And
right.
the fact that you even, thought, just from helping your mom, oh, this is something I can do full time. This is something that I can do, to help others. And I think that's also the key. When you are in service to others, I think it just flows better.
It
You know what I
does.
mean? Like,
It
working with
does.
you, I can tell that you love what you do and you put a lot of pride into it. The feedback I
Definitely.
gave you, like, I was thinking that too, and just went in and fixed it. And so it's a tremendous difference from somebody just doing something and somebody actually doing something that they love to do. And when you're
Right.
doing it from your heart and of service, it makes a difference.
Definitely. Definitely. And so I can definitely say that I strive, I guess, to learn more each day and, just be the best version of myself that I can be. And that's really all that you can do is just believe in yourself and fear, like what we're talking about right now with fear, is like a lot of times I found myself holding myself back because I was like, nobody's gonna support this. They're gonna look at this as a hobby, and so just being able to believe in yourself and just step out on faith, that is really all that you need to be successful. And just surrounding yourself also, like you said, networking with people that share, your passion and, people that can uplift you. That is very important. And just remember why you started. Remember, why you do what you do, and look at that as nobody else can do it the way that you do it. And even if it's a million people that's doing the same thing that you're doing, you have to just look at it like, you know what, I'm my own person. What I bring is different and unique. And so that's kind of
Definitely, definitely. It makes a tremendous difference. Just believing in yourself. I have a video that I did back in the beginning of 2021, and talked about the different types of fear, and
mhm.
just the fear of the unknown. And so, can you talk a little bit about, just, you didn't know, starting your business, it was going to work out. You didn't know how it was going to go or not go. How did you just push past that and just say, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go for it.
I honestly, to this day, I still don't know where I'm going. So it's always a constant, I guess, a constant elevation or growth. And so I really can't answer that because I'm still like, some days I still have doubts to where I'm like, okay, maybe I need to step back and maybe I need to but then I have to realize again, I have to realize why I started, what my goals are, what my focus is. And that's, really all I can say to that. I didn't have like a master plan. It was just, okay, you're good at this. You can connect with people and, I just believed in myself. So
I was about to say that really is the key, right? If you don't believe in you, how do you expect somebody else to believe in your dream? You have to believe it first. You have to see it. Another
right.
thing I know for sure is, if you would have went to somebody and said, I'm thinking about not working anymore and starting my own business, and I'm just gonna help people.
Hmm.
Somebody may have been like, hey, bro, that sound crazy, girl. You better, what you gonna do for benefits? What you gonna do for so and so? What you going, you know?
Right.
So what do you say to those people that are out there that might have some negative people that are like in their ear, like, girl, you what?
See, you gotta ignore it. Like you gotta ignore the negativity. If I listened to every negative thing that somebody said, I would probably just be dead. Honestly, I would have been just gave up, because there was a time in my life where I listened to everybody. I was a people pleaser, so it
Mhm.
was like it was like if I would have just stuck to trying to please everybody else instead of really understanding my potential, then I wouldn't be anywhere near to my goals. Again, I still have not reached my goals. I didn't believe in myself. So I would just advise, to never give up. Always surround yourself with the people that's gonna believe in you. If somebody says you can't do it, just delete them. You can love somebody from a distance, but you don't have
Yes.
to. You just have to find the people that's gonna support you, and that's really the key to
Well,
it.
and the other part of that I always say is, you have to understand that God gave you the vision,
Hmm.
right? God gave you the vision. And so he didn't give the vision to anybody else. He
Right.
gave it to you. And so it's not for everybody, it's not going to understand. And
Hmm.
it's not for everyone else to understand. It's for you to understand. And it's for you to believe and trust that he gave you this vision to carry out a purpose,
Exactly.
as a purpose for you. And
Right.
so that part is just, I love it. I love it. I remember I was on this big podcast, this big broadcast, and you know how they tell you, like, it was like a webinar, you know how they like, put your questions in the chat or whatever. And so it's
Hmm.
like hundreds of people in there, but I just went on and put my little thing in this. And the man asked, he said, what do you believe or what do you think is holding you back from starting your business or, going forward? And I was like, well, I'm just afraid that, somebody might take my ideas and I'm not really ready and all of this stuff. And he was just like, he said, Michelle, that's really surface. He
Hmm.
said, really, fear is driving your life. He was just kind of
Hmm.
like, what you feel like and what your response was. He said, that's very surface. He said, that's not what the actual problem is. You're really afraid of success.
Hmm.
What did he mean?
How is that possible?
And so, but it is that thing that comes up. It's like, well, what if I do put myself out there and nobody likes it or nobody responds or, whatever. And I keep hearing this song. I heard this young lady, I'm gonna have to get her name because we're gonna play part of her video. I'm gonna give her a shout out. The whole premise of the song is do it anyway. Like, it doesn't
Hmm.
matter. Do it scared, do it anyway.
Right. Right.
And man, every time I hear that song, I'm like pumped. I'm like, girl, you need to come on and come out with this whole song. So you hear
Yeah.
this clip of it. I'm like,
Hmm.
you need to come on and come out with this whole song. It is so powerful. The message is just like, it does not matter,
Right. It doesn't.
go scared, do it anyway. So we're here to encourage somebody today that, if you are afraid, honey, do it anyway. For me, when I got very intentional about my life, I started doing just some self mastery, just some inner work, some mirror work. I started fasting. I've done multiple programs just to get to know me better and to help me, along my journey to help others to navigate, and how to navigate these feelings. And one of my good friends, Miss Lisa Meta, I did her self-mastery class, and she
Hmm.
taught me breath work was, just one of the healing modalities, but also, and just a coping mechanism, but also to lean into fear. You shift the way that you look at fear. Instead of looking at fear as something to run away from, the things that you're most afraid of really are probably the things that you're supposed to be doing. And so
True.
she taught me to use fear as a guide instead. So if you could just imagine, because I'm visual, right? So instead of like how we have fear right there on the side, and that's why I say we'll do a series and play around with it,
Okay.
because as we have fear sitting on the side, on the passenger side now, we're going to shift it and use fear as our guide to lead us where we're supposed to go.
I love that. Yeah. I love
And
it.
I can't wait to premiere the video. Like, this is going to be, guys, this is amazing. It's just the thought that I have been thinking about this vision for a year and a half, and to
Wow.
see it, like, and you did it in like no time, guys. This chick is phenomenal. When I tell you, if you have a vision that you want to come to pass, you have got to use April. She is amazing. I
Thank
literally
you.
told her my vision. Within 24 hours, she had a rough draft of it and a couple of tweaks, and it's amazing. I was just like, I
Yeah, I
was so,
love you.
I was like, God, thank you so much for sending me this beautiful spirit. She's
Thank
amazing.
you. I was
And
so it was like when you were speaking about it and you were telling me, I was like, I can relate. Like I know I can do this just because I can relate to it's
yes,
like basically talking to myself and talking to that fear inside of me saying, you know what? I'm not gonna let you control me anymore. I'm gonna move forward doing things how I want to do it.
yeah.
And I'm gonna get there. And so it just really, it was relatable.
I think, and the other thing is to have a visual. You know what I mean? I think it'll
Mhm.
help people to have a visual because, again, fear is something that we all struggle with. And you don't even realize how much it controls you.
Right.
And at some point, there's been some breakdown because some people get stuck, in what it is, and they can't move past.
Right.
And so this is really just to encourage people to understand what fear is and how to use it to your advantage, you know,
Yes.
how to
Yes.
definitely use it to your advantage. And so this is going to be a part of a series, but um, we're going to premiere this, her video, April's video. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I love it. Especially the song that you sent, like after you sent it, I listened to it, I was like, I love this song. It's a beautiful song to go along with it at the end. And I felt like it really put it into perspective. So shout out to I cannot think of the song Moving On. Like I love that song. It was a great like ending because it just flowed perfectly with the video and the concept. So that was a beautiful song.
Yes. Shout out to Jonathan McReynolds. He is a phenomenal gospel artist. If you guys don't know him, honey, y'all better get into it. Get you some Jonathan
Yeah,
McReynolds in your life.
it was a beautiful
But
song.
because this is for entertainment, edutainment, I call it edutainment purposes only. No copyright infringement intended. We are just, it like April said, it just literally fit with everything. It is. I'm closing chapters. I'm turning pages. Like I'm not going to allow fear to drive my life anymore. I'm taking control of my life and I'm moving on about purpose.
Yes.
And so, oh my gosh, I got you. Here we go. So, all right, this is the premiere. This is the premiere. It is April. Tell them the name of your business.
So it's Red Star Solutions, LLC, and we're basically a all-in-one virtual business solution company. And we offer things like this. So this is a 2D video development service that we offer. We also offer virtual assistants as well as course development. So that's where this come from, basically, with the 2D video development, and it was really enjoyable to do.
I love it. All right, guys, this is the premiere of Fear.
I'm driving in the rain and I'm scared. I can't understand why. It's like the world is closing in on me and I can't control it. Why don't you just let me take over? I can make sure we get home safely. No, I want to face this fear. I need to be in control of my destiny. But you're terrified. You can't even see the road anymore. Why don't you just let me drive? No, I'm not that scared, and I need to prove to myself that I can overcome this. All right, fine. I won't argue with that. Just remember, take things slow. That's the only way to make sure we get home in one piece. Thank you. I'm starting to feel more confident now. I know that I can make it happen, okay? Good. Just don't let your guard down, and you will be fine. I won't. No matter what happens, I'm in control of this, and I'll make it home safe. Oh, hey. I know how hard it is to overcome fear. It can be one of the most daunting things we face in life, but I want to let you know that it is possible to overcome it. We all have unique fears and worries, and it's okay to acknowledge them and work through them. But know that you can overcome anything, no matter how difficult it may seem. It may be hard, it may take time and patience, but it's so worth it in the end. Focus on pushing through, and soon enough, you'll be able to conquer even the toughest of fears. And don't forget, you don't have to face it alone. If you need help, don't be afraid to reach out to a friend or family member who will help support you. Just remember, you're human and fear will always be a part of you. Yep, I'll always be here. Wait, just wait a minute. Just think about what you're doing. So let's start by taking one step forward today. And just know, when it's all said and done, you will be on top of the world. Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Mommy, it's hard not to be scared. Can you show me how to be as strong and brave as you?
Well, to be honest, sweetie, today I almost let fear take over while driving home in the rain.
What did you do to stop it?
You know what? I told her I'm in control of my destiny and I won't let her take control.
Her?
Yes, my love. Fear is an emotion inside of you. And when you learn how to control it, you'll be even stronger than me. Let's teach our kids the importance of controlling their emotions. Fear can hold them back from impacting the world. After all, they are our future. Let's make it a great one.
I'm closing chapters, I'm turning pages, glory to glory, and from faith to faith. I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm getting older, so I'll keep it straight. It hurts to let go, but it hurts more to stay. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Hey, I'm moving on. Hey, hey, hey.
Yes, I love
Oh
it.
man, I love it so much. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I just love it so much. Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad you enjoy it. I really I put a lot of thought into it. When it came to like the different scenes, I was like, how can I add a little bit of, we kind of want to add some fun into it, make it a little bit of comedy, and just really, I don't know, make it relatable and interesting. And my daughter, she wanted to be a part of it, so
Oh,
she was like, "Mommy, can I?" Because I was just gonna use like this other kind of voice. I don't really know how to explain it, but my daughter was like, "I want to do it." I was like, "Okay,
oh,
come on," and she did such a great time. She did a great job.
oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, oh, that makes me so
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
That
Yes. I love
part, I
it.
mean, when I saw that part with the kids, because that is, one of the things that I feel like, I think as parents, as adults, we struggle with it, but the children, I mean, they struggle with it too. My daughters, all of our kids, they struggle with it. And
They
so
do.
I love the reading of the Bible verse and just the conversation. I was like, oh, I love it. Love
Yes.
it.
Yes. Yes. I've actually been, as a I had my daughter, my first daughter, at 14. And so it's really been a journey for all of us, because, I basically had to grow a lot faster and mature a lot faster. And so I just want them to be able to understand like their emotions and things like that, things that I didn't understand at their age, because that is so important, because I felt really lost in the world for a long time, because I didn't understand a lot of things. And I grew up in a church background, but it was a lot of things that I seen in church that kind of deterred me from church. And so, by the age of, I think, 21, I had 4 kids. And so, I had to kind of learn and grow with them. And so we're still like in a learning stage and we're always learning each day, especially with me, like trying to be the best mom that I can be while still trying to achieve my goals. It's definitely important, to teach them so they can not really go through what we went through or what I went through in life. So
Definitely. Definitely. And I mean, what an inspiration you are
thank
to
you.
your children and so many people because, um, to be that young and still, push forward and to have, all this adversity and things against you, you really could have easily been like, I got an excuse to give up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I got all of
Right.
this on me. I can't do it, whatever, you know what I mean? But to, know that you push through, um, that's so inspiring. It's so
Thank
inspiring.
you.
It's
Thank
so
you.
inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Some days are better than others. I'm not gonna act like I just have it all together, because I do not at all. But just staying true to myself and knowing that, I can really, do what I want. And that's for anybody. You can do whatever you want. It don't matter what mistakes you made. It don't matter, what people say about you. You have to just be true to yourself. Stay true to yourself at all times, above anything else.
April, it has been amazing having you as a guest today. I am so proud of you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
grateful for you. I'm looking forward to doing more projects with you. It just, look, letting our light shine together.
Right. Yes, I'm so, happy that you want to have me on the show. I was like, yes, I do this. I love this.
Yes.
So I was excited and honored to be on your show.
Yes, and I will say, you are our first live guest for 2023, honey. We are breaking fear. We're busting these emotions. We are moving forward. We are inspiring and empowering
Yes,
uh,
ma'am.
women, men, children, our families to just do better, to be better. I feel like, right?
Exactly.
When you
Exactly.
know, honey, when you know. So we really can't move forward. I'm always joking about something, but when I feel like if you don't know what is going on inside of you, how can you fix it?
Right.
Right? So if you
Right.
don't know that fear has been driving your life, if you don't acknowledge that thing, then how will you know that you need to fix it? How do you know that you need to take control? You know?
Exactly.
And
Exactly. I love
so
it.
this is just one of those things for you to evaluate your life, evaluate your situation. Where are you at? What have you allowed to take control of your life? And how can you take control back? And
Right.
so that's our goal. That's our goal, honey. Your girl, this is Michelle Franklin. I'm just over here trying to look, inspire until I expire, like Mr. Les Brown. I say I aspire to inspire until I
Yes.
expire.
Yes,
That's
I
what
love
we're doing
it.
over here. What y'all doing? Look, what y'all doing over there?
Exactly. Exactly. We're trying to get to the finish line. That's all we can do.
Finish
So
line. We're trying to get to a finish line. So April, thank you again. Y'all stay tuned and stay ready because we're gonna be premiering more and more as this year goes
yes.
on. We'll be
Yes.
diving a little bit deeper into these emotions and how they affect our lives, and giving y'all some beautiful 2D visuals along the way. So,
Right, right. Yeah, it's very inspiring to be able to like your vision. Like I never thought about it like putting something like that in a video until you came in and was like I was like, that makes sense. Like people can see like just it's better to have a visual behind your thoughts because you
yeah,
can say something, say it, but a lot of people like being entertained, and so that was a great idea that
thank
you put
you.
together. So I'm so glad to be a part of your community, and whatever you need from me, I'll always be here. And so that's pretty much all I have to say.
Well, tell them, April, if they want your services, how can they get in contact with you?
Okay. So you can go to redstarcommunicationsllc.net. And should I put it in the chat right here? Will that help?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but
Because it is kind of long. I'm actually getting ready.
you're gonna shorten it or
Yeah,
redo
I'm
it.
actually getting ready to change it. I've already purchased the domain. I just haven't switched everything over yet. But I'm working on it, and it'll actually just be redstarsolutions.net. But right now it's Red Star Communications because I have different parts of my company. I also do customer service, and that's where I actually started with just um, doing customer service for different companies. And so I have a team that works with different clients to
Mhm.
basically just answer phones for customers and that kind of thing. So it's really exciting, but I am getting to the point to where it's like, okay, I realize I have to make it solutions because I offer so many different solutions in one business. So
Yes. Well, tell us a little bit more about each individual thing. Can you break down each one and we'll make sure that's in there so they know exactly what services you offer and specifically, how you can help people.
okay, so with customer management, it's kind of tied into virtual assistants because we can answer messages for your customers and things like that. But I kind of just have it as a separate thing because it is a lot more to it than just virtual assistants. And so that's why I keep that kind of separate with the customer management. Right now, I'm really just looking for workers, people that want to work from home. Answering the phone is really good money just to, work from home. And, you're provided with training and things like that. So if anyone wants to work from home, answering the phones, we have some great companies that you can work for. Definitely visit the website, or you can send me an email to ceo@redstarcommunicationsllc.net. But the best way is going to definitely just go to my website. You'll be able to see everything there. We also have on-demand staffing. So if you are looking for workers, that you need, maybe you need to fill some spots for, if someone calls in, or if you have an event or anything like that that you would like to have some extra hands to help out, definitely sign up. It's so easy to submit your jobs and get somebody in there in the door for you. So and on the other side, if you want to be a worker and you want to work for the companies that need extra hands, then you can sign up as well. And you'll be notified when we have jobs available in your area. But that is more for brick and mortar. So if you want to actually go to a location, and then so if you don't want to go to a location and you just want to work from home, then you can just sign up for the work from home opportunities.
I love that. I mean, so not only do you have your own business, but then you are helping others to get a job, to get stability in their home, to work from home, to go out. I love the options, because some
Right.
people, because of COVID, some people are really not comfortable going back into an office setting. I have a lot of
Right.
friends and family members even that are just like, I don't want to go back into the office.
Right, right. I
You know,
enjoy being
rather
home.
work from home. Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, and then if you have children and you have, whatever your situation is, it makes it, just more convenient. I think
Right,
people have found some convenience to work from home. Some people are like, get me out of this house. I can't stand it. I need to go back to work. That's me. I'm
right,
social. I'm very social. I like to be around people, and then, and so I like to be, getting up and going into the work environments. For me, it's kind of harder to work from home, but I can do both. But I love the options. I love the
right.
options. Can you
Definitely.
break down, because I hear the brick and mortar term used for those people that might not know exactly what that is? Can you break that down for people?
Right. Basically, it's just a building where you do your services, or just basically a building rather than being at home. That's really all it is. I guess the difference.
Going to work instead of staying home and being home.
Right. Right. So brick and mortar is just a physical location, whereas we have the virtual career as well.
Nice. Nice. Just because, I mean, I've heard the term, even excuse me, I was in a clubhouse room, and they were talking about networking and bartering,
Hmm.
and I didn't know what that meant, and I was like, what is that word everybody keeps saying? What does that mean? And so, even that term, which is just to trade services, even
Right.
trade services. So I have something like, I have my business and April has hers, and I have something she needs, and she needs something that I have. Then we would just
Right.
trade off. Instead of me paying her fee, it would be like an even trade. And so I was like, man, that's a really good, and
That
it's
makes sense.
yes, rooms and clubhouse, that's all that they do. They connect people, in that way to barter services. And I'm like, how wonderful is that? And this is just a line, guys, to just think outside the box. You know what I
Right.
mean? One thing
Right.
with us, with fear, it just ties back around into, we're so afraid of the unknown. We're afraid of the failure, that we don't even allow ourselves to think about the possibilities of what we could do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It just
Mhm.
even the possibilities. And so that is one of my goals too, is just expose people to just the possibilities. Once you get out of your own way, what are some things that I could even, I didn't even think about that. Oh my God, I could do that too. Or let me call
Right.
April, because that's a great opportunity. Let me, you know. And so I think it's just a beautiful thing to, one, understand that as a young mother, right? You understand that there are still choices out there. It may be some young mother out there that's thinking, man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to be able? And they're going to see you, and you are going to inspire them to go for their dreams, to
I
do,
appreciate it.
just, again, it's endless. We live in a day and time now where you don't have to go to school and be in college for 4 years. Some people are not, college material. You know what I mean? Some people, but there's still opportunities out there. And so
It
just
is.
encourage people. April, what would you say while we wrap up? What is some closing words, some closing thoughts you have for people?
I would just say follow your dreams. Whatever you want to do in life, just do it. Don't worry about what's gonna happen, because we don't know what the future holds. So just stay vigilant. Just do your part. And believe in yourself. I think that's my motto right now. Just believe in yourself above everything, and believe that God don't play about you. God not gonna play about you. Somebody just said that to me the other day, and he was like, you know what? God don't play about me. I was like, you right, you right. So just
I
know God
like
don't play.
I
So
like
just you gotta have faith in Him and know that He's gonna lead you. And that person that you hear in your mind, that's God telling you what to do and how to be. So believe in your mind, your spirit, your soul, that you can do it, and you'll do it.
and you do it. And you do it, honey. That is a great place to close, honey. That is great advice.
Thank you.
Again, contact Miss April if you guys have any job needs, if you have a visual that you want to bring to life, honey.
Yes,
Excellent.
ma'am.
Excellent customer service, excellent service. And as you saw, quality work. Quality work. And so, April, thank you again for being my first guest of 2023. Yes, bring it in the new year, honey. This year we are going deeper. We are going what's in the pit of your belly, honey. You know how we do it. We are
Yes.
going deeper, and we're going to be dealing with these, I call them demonic entities. These
Mhm.
demonic entities, jealousy, fear, guilt, shame, doubt, all of these things that are holding us back. That's what we're doing this year. We are looking and we are busting all these things out of us, but we got to acknowledge that they're there first, right?
Exactly.
So
Yes.
y'all stay tuned. We'll be in touch. And thank you again. Thank you again for joining us.
Bye.
You've been an amazing guest, honey. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Serious and petty with this. Never been the type to fall down, straddle the fence. And yeah, I might lose it all, I get it right back quick. I'm like a walking casino, cause I'ma take that risk. I ain't scared of nothing but the old version of me. I'm fired up, boy, I love the cold version of me. I love the way I took the pain